I'm Corinne the Chaotic Good Paladin, and I'm standing in front of my TBR shelf again, so it's time for my March 2023 TBR video. Little preface, I'm getting over a really bad cold, so if I sound hoarser than my other videos, then that's why. We will be playing my Lord of the TBR version 2.0, I like to call it. If this is the first video of mine you are seeing, I will leave a link in the info card up above. If you hover your cursor/tap screen, there should be an eye icon. If you click on that eye icon, you will see the playlist from Tarot to TBR games. And if you click on that playlist, it'll take you to all of my TBR games that I've ever done over my time on book 2. Today we're doing my March TBR. I'm so excited. Plus, I just love this game so much. It's so much fun. I need to show you guys how I did on my February TBR. And these were all the books I chose out for my February TBR. We got to skip a book, so there was only 7 books this month. And I'm rather ashamed to say that I did not manage it. We only had 7, and most of them were just little tiny, like 200-some pages, and I still didn't do it. But I have a good reason, because February is the shortest month, and I had that really bad chest cold, and I didn't even have enough energy to read books. These were the 3 books that I did not get around to reading. I feel really bad because I chose Prisoner of Ice and Snow for Polathon, and I was saying to myself as I was recording last month's video, if I don't read it for Polathon, it's never going to get read. But it will get read because I'm not going to unhaul it. I really am interested in reading it. I just had no time this month. Another one I never got around to reading was The Runaway King. The complete Bookverse I chose for lowest rated. I still do want to read this one. I finished these 4 books. February was kind of a mediocre reading month for me. Of the 4 that I did read, only one of them was a 5-star. The other 3 were 3 and 2 stars. So it wasn't a very good reading month for me. So this month I will be participating in Buzzwordathon as usual. This month's buzzword is secret. This month I will also be doing Adventure in Aldea, that's it. Basically, it's a year-long readathon to keep you entertained during the months when we're not at the academy and doing our studying. So she has 1 prompt per month. I'm going to go back and retroactively count my books for that. So the first prompt was either to start a new series or finish a series. And I didn't finish any series in January, but I started a couple of new series in January, so we're going to turn left. Which means that for February, I would have to read either trees on the cover or water on the cover. None of the books I read in February have water on the cover, but Among the Beasts and Briars has trees on the cover, so I'm counting that, definitely. For March, I have to read a book over 500 pages, which kind of intimidates me because even though when I was a teenager, I would read giant 800-page books no problem. Since I became a booktuber, I've sort of gravitated more towards shorter books. I'm going to read a book over 500 pages this month. Aside from that, in March, I will also be doing the 20 minutes of reading a day for the To Write Love on Her Arms nonprofit organization. This is a challenge they're doing in March where you read for 20 minutes every day. And it's basically to raise awareness of self-harm and mental health because reading 20 minutes a day significantly improves your mental health. 20 minutes a day is very easy for me. I work a 9-to-5 job, and so I basically just spend my lunch break reading. I will link my fundraiser in the description box below. I think you have to be my friend on Facebook. But if you want to donate, I have a fundraiser going. Please check out the information in the description. I will also link the general information for this challenge, and you can join yourself if you want. My cousin already donated $50 to my fundraiser. I love her so much. She's my favorite cousin. She's always been my favorite cousin, even before this. But I think it's about time I showed you guys what I'm reading. Last month, we finished on paperback. Switching out the prompt. Let's pick this one. Part of a series. Okay, as always, we land on a plain brown spot. We just roll again. No penalty. Here we go. 9. So I think we're going to start out by going down that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're choosing a book that's part of a series. Book number 1 is to choose a book that's part of a series. And I think for this prompt, I'm just going to, right off the bat, get a 500-plus page book for the Readathon challenge. This is the month I read Mistborn. This book has been staring at me on my shelf. I found it at the thrift store for $1, and I was like, Brandon Sanderson is such a well-loved author. I might as well read this one, and I've never read Sanderson before, so I'm very excited to read this one. I'm reading Mistborn. Oh my god. I'm finally delving into the world of Sanderson. And this one was Blurb by Robin Hobb, and I really loved Assassin's Apprentice. I don't know anything about this one. I've heard a few things about it, like it's like a reverse Chosen One story. I'm gonna read it. Mistborn. Changing out the prompt for part of a series. Published in the 2020s.
Alright, roll number 2. And it's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's a plain brown spot. We're rolling again. A 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is ISL round? A reread.
For prompt number 2, we got reread. And for that one, I am choosing Swimming to Antarctica by Lynn Cox. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I also met her in person and got it signed. So this is what she wrote for me. To Corinne, all the very best wishes to you with your swimming. Warmest wishes, Lynn Cox. This is a memoir about Lynn Cox and her journey swimming to Antarctica. So she starts with when she was a youngster, I think in middle school or whatever. And she was on the local swim team, and she swam even during a hailstorm when the rest of the team was like, we need to get out of the pool. And she was like, no, I want to swim more. So I just love this book so much. We gotta change out that prompt. An average rating greater than 4.0. So this is basically a book where on Goodreads, the average rating is higher than a 4.0.
Okay, roll number 3. And it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a plain brown spot. Roll again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plant life on the cover.
Roll number 3 gave us Plant Life on the cover, and I'm going easy on myself and choosing Mysteries of Thorn Manor. This also is very short, so I'm giving myself a break from the big old Mistborn to have a shorter one. I'm so excited about this book. If there was one book I was excited about reading this month, it would be this one. I'm so pumped, and I don't know what this one is about. So she started living with Nathaniel, and then so their demon has returned. They're basically trapped inside their manor. This looks like so much fun. I'm so excited about this one. Change out the prompt for Plant Life on the cover. So let's pick this one. Disability representation.
Number 4. And it's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to choose a queer book.
For the next roll is for queer representation. So I have to choose a book with LGBTQIA plus representation. And I was starting to worry that I couldn't get my buzzword book. But then I realized that one of the books I wanted to choose for buzzword this month is also queer. And it is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I don't know what this book is about, only that it's about two kind of polar opposites. It says, Dante can swim, Ari can't. Dante is articulate and self-assured. Ari has a hard time with words and suffers from self-doubt. Dante gets lost in poetry and art. Ari gets lost in thoughts of his older brother who is in prison. Dante is fair-skinned. Ari's features are much darker. It seems that a boy like Dante, with his open and unique perspective on life, would be the last person to break down the walls that Ari has built around himself. But against all odds, when Ari and Dante meet, they develop a special bond that will teach them the most important truths of their lives and help define the people they want to be. But there are big hurdles in their way, and only by believing in each other and the power of their friendship. Ever since seeing, I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, I can only say it like, the power of friendship. Can Ari and Dante emerge stronger on the other side? So yeah, I will be choosing this one for queer representation. I think it's a romance between the two main boys, so that's how it's queer. And it has secret in the title, so it counts for Buzzwordathon. So, very excited about that. Changing out the prompt. Oops. Don't drop them on the floor. And we'll get this one. A TBR veteran.
Alright, roll number 6. And it's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brown spot.
The next prompt that came up is opposite. So basically what that means is that we have to use the prompt on the opposite poster. So if it's here, it's we use this prompt. Opposite means that we're choosing a TBR veteran. And because I'm bad at making choices, and I don't know what's a TBR veteran and what isn't, we're going to use my good old box of reading to choose that one. So here we go. Give us something good. Give us something good. This one. I have it right here. Let's see what it gives us. I'm afraid to look. Oh! I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. So the box of reading gave us Finding Serendipity, but I've already read that one, so we'll use the next book in that series. A Week Without Tuesday. I read Finding Serendipity for a TBR back in like November or December. It was super cute. I gave it, I think, 4.5 stars, and I was very excited to continue the series. So, A Week Without Tuesday. So in book 1, Serendipity went on an adventure to the land of stories and found her mom and met Vivian Small. And now in this one, she's back and she's discovered her own passion for writing, just like her mother, which is one of my favorite tropes in books, is when a young person discovers that they have a love for writing and sets out to like write their first book. And we see them like writing their first book and like that's their arc. It's just so cute and I love it. I'm so excited for this book. I'm so happy with the box of reading right now. Thank you, box of reading. Now we got to change out the prompt for opposite. So we're going to leave TBR vet up there and we're going to change out opposite up here. This one's fun. Combine 2 prompts. Okay, so this one might need a little bit of explanation. So if this one comes up, I have to pick 2 new prompts from the stack. Just at random. Just 2 brand new prompts. And then I have to combine them into one book. So for example, if I were to do that, I would pick 2 new prompts. And let's say it gave me fantasy and paperback. I would choose a book that's fantasy, but also in paperback format.
Roll number 6. And it's a 7. So this time we're going to go up to the green board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's a plain brown spot. We're rolling again. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's another plain brown spot. We're going to roll again. Rolling again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a red dot, so we're choosing a TBR veteran again.
So again, just like we did last time, we're going to pick one out and we're going to read that book. And it's going to give us this book. Treasure Island. It's about darn time I read this one. I'm writing a pirate novel, so I should read the pirate classics. I didn't expect to be reading a classic this month, but okay. This edition is Treasure Island and Kidnapped. Kidnapped is apparently another book Robert Louis Stevenson wrote. And it's a different series, but it's also has ships and stuff as part of the plot. But for now, I'll just read Treasure Island. I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with the tale of Treasure Island. I am not, actually. I don't know what it is. I know that there's a boy who goes onto a ship, and then they find an island, and then they find some treasure. I don't know what it is. So if you want to know what Treasure Island is, and you're not knowledgeable about it like me, you can just go Google it yourself, I guess. But that's definitely a TBR veteran. Okay, changing out the prompt for TBR veteran. Here we go. Buzzwordathon. So if this one comes up, I choose a book that fits the Buzzwordathon prompt for the month.
All right, roll number 6. And it's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's a plain brown spot. We're going to roll again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's another plain brown spot, so we're going to roll again. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to roll this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll again. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to roll again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
The next prompt in our game is to combine 2 prompts. So I'm going to pick 2 more prompts at random from my pile, and we're going to try and combine them into one single book. Released in the 21st century. Prompt number 2, YA. So I have to find a YA book that was released in the 21st century. So here are just some of the options I found for this. This is why I have a TBR game, because I can't make decisions. Okay, so of those books, I ended up going with Tell Me by Joan Bauer. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. This one, I don't know what it is. I just found it at the thrift store and it was like $1 and I was like, oh, this looks kind of interesting. It's about a girl who goes to her grandmother's house for a vacation and there's a famous festival going on. So for a little while, she can forget about her parents' troubled marriage. But soon, Anna finds herself caught up in a bigger problem. How to find out the truth about the girl she saw, the one with the frightened eyes. Is she being held against her will? Is she in danger? It says it's packed with suspense and unexpected bravery and full of humor and heart. Other than that, I know nothing about it, and I don't really want to know anything about it. So apparently I'm just going to read it and not know about it. Okay, we got to change out the prompt for combine 2 prompts. We will pick this one. Corinne choice. Oh, this is an excellent one. Just any book I want.
Okay, last roll of the game. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we landed on green.
I spent like half an hour hemming and hawing over all of my books. So for my last book of this TBR, I'm going with a safe option. I'm choosing the shortest book I can possibly find on my TBR. And it just looks like a really cute story about a girl who finds out she's a mermaid. That just looks really cute, and I feel like I just need something kind of cute right now. So the last book on my TBR will be The Tale of Emily Winsnap by Liz Kessler. This just looks like a really cute middle grade series. I think it's a series. I don't know if I'll continue this series. I might just read this one. But I feel like this could be a nice addition to the TBR. This is what we ended up with for the month of March. So we got Mistborn for book as part of a series, Swimming to Antarctica for a reread, The Mysteries of Thorn Manor for Plant Life on the Cover, Aristotle and Dante for a queer book, A Week Without Tuesday for the TBR box of reading, Treasure Island for box of reading again, Tell Me for YA released in the 21st century, and The Tale of Emily Winsnap for thrifted. So here's my stack. I'm finally reading Mistborn. You guys have been probably... I don't know if you guys have been begging me to do it, but I'm finally doing it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Corinne, also known as the Chaotic Good Paladin, and I make videos talking about the books you should be reading, so you don't have to spend hours scouring the New York Times or Goodreads bestseller list to find the next book you want to read. Subscribe to not miss any new videos, and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, make sure to hit that like button, interacting with this, and leave a comment down below. Interacting with this video in any way at all helps the YouTube algorithm see my video and helps it know that I should be promoted to more people. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!